My name is Gordon Wade. I'm a member here in PTI about 7 years. I joined very early on when it first opened up. I was in a gym in Malahide and I asked one of the PTs would he take me on as a personal training client, and he said, don't even bother, come with me up to PTI down the road. I hadn't heard of it. I was over in London at the time living there, and I came home and then came up to Steve-O, have an intro session, had a little workout. Next day I quit the gym and signed straight up, and that was almost 7 years ago. It was Neil Barrett, who now owns CrossFit Letterkenny. He was in the gym Malahide, and I was training there. I knew him a couple of years. I said, no, come up here, and I guarantee you won't regret it. And that was almost 7 years ago. Yeah, so I mean, I play kind of like a lot of people around Malahide. I played GAF for years since I was about 7, and then salesman for years. Now, then by the time college came around, I was in college in UCD, so there was a lot of traveling, so I wasn't making a lot of training sessions. You don't train, you're not going to play. And then by the time work came around, my working career, didn't have the time. So I was in the gym, I was in kind of generic gym, bicep curls and bench press, and not really knowing a whole lot what I was doing. And when I joined up here, so obviously there's a lot of, back in those days, it was like probably more straightforward, Metcon and strength conditioning stuff, and there was field athlete training in those days. I come off the back of a dislocated collarbone when I was playing ball, a couple of crushed vertebrae in my spine. So I had concerns about, like heavy squatting, Olympic lifting, this type of thing that I hadn't done a lot before. And that's a distant memory now. This type of training I do, has just made it better and stronger rather than being something I need to worry about anymore. Yeah. Well, actually, when I joined, I spent about 3 years trying to get my wife to join. And I was trying to get her she was doing a kind of interval training down in Gym Malahide. I was like, you have to train. It took me years to do this. I can only describe it, it's a community. There's massive amounts of camaraderie, but I've been to a lot of CrossFit gyms around the world, in the US and Germany and UK, and it's bespoke group training, where you're training in a group, there's loads of people around, everyone's doing stuff, but everyone is individualized based on their own needs. Like, I'm in the Olympic lifting team, but I don't do, what everybody else does, that generic. It's like, okay, I need a little bit of focus on something else, and I'll still get the same amount of output, still amount of reward from it. So if you want to come down, enjoy yourself, meet lots of people, get some really good bespoke training based on what you want to do. That's how a nervous member. I mean, you walk in the door and there's 20 people on you. Hi, welcome. What's your name? What are you doing here? Blah blah. I mean, there's people. I'm here 7 years. I'm still meeting people every day, new people, and it's just you're just building a big family. And the thing about here is we've met the best of friends here. We're going to go traveling with some people we've met here now, and couples have come from this, kids have come from this. That's how I can describe it. It's just if you want to find a community who will welcome you in. And we're all here to train. Everyone wants to look good, just have something to do after work, and it's like, for me, it's very, very addictive. Absolutely love it. I can't wait every day to come down and train, see everybody, have a chat, catch up, and enjoy it. Yeah.